Georgia, is Mum there? Can you just get her to log in just to see if you can hear me now? If you can, John Boy. You can if you can. Can you just jump on the Greater Western Facebook and just listen to the live streams, just see if you can hear me? Yeah, it's just on the Greater Western page. Good morning, everybody. Welcome down to Chapman Gardens. We're here for Greater Western versus Vikings action. We are about to kick off here with Paul Riddle leading us off to Scott Sloan, 26, the shortstop for Canterbury. Up and in to start the day off. Welcome out. It's a nice sunny morning. Get out here nice and early before it gets too hot. Riddle comes to the plate. Called strike one in the top half, just underneath the letters there. Don Washburn calling balls and strikes for us today. Ben Nash up the first base line. Riddle just down. Sloan leading off with a 333 clip so far for the Vikings. Pops the ball foul to the right hand side. Berry up against the fence. Just beats him on the other side. Riddle, the main innings leader for the Warriors. Big 35 on the mound again. Working this year with a new battery mate, Luke Nemi, behind the plate. Debut year this year for the Warriors, holding his job up really well behind the dish there. 2-2 count. Ball up. Sloan doing his job here, going deep in the count for a lead-off job. As I said, the sun's out here at Chapman early. Come on down, it's lovely weather. It gets a little bit hot as we go today, about to 33. Walk to start the day. It's very un-Riddle like to start the day off. He'll work into his stuff. We've got time called over here from the base umpire. Berry having a problem running down that ball into the fence. So he may have had an injury there. He's drawn some blood. Is he coming out of the game? He is. It's Kurt Berry. The Warriors' first baseman, number 6, is out of the game. John Boy, I need the first aid kit, I think. I think Kurt's cut his finger on the fence.
Kurt, stay there, I'll come to you. Get down there.
So just a temporary replacement here at the moment for a quick injury. Temporarily we have number 47, Mitch Smith, coming into the game to take the first base spot. Another debut Warrior this year. Kurt's just going to hopefully have a little bit of running repairs and a little bit of panel work and come back out and finish the game off. He has the innings until he's AB to be right to go. We'll see. He's hitting in the 4 hole, so not a hell of a lot of time. A little unprepared this morning. We've got some helpers down here at Chapman Gardens, so I haven't got my full stats here, but from my record, Zach Small making his debut here in 3rd grade. Playing right field, number 85. Big boy from the right-hand side. Sloan takes a good lead. Ball up and in. Riddle just checking him in to give his catcher a little bit more time. Able to throw down. Ball on the ground, manual to the hole, lays it out, knocks it down. Can't do any more than keeping the base runners, removing just a simple 90 feet. A hell of a job to get to the hole there. Sprightly and some would say young at heart manual there. Getting his job done, shielding up the middle, makes it hard to turn that around. Zach Small reaches on an infield single. And we have number 49, DH Josh Light. Light flies out to right fielder Gately, who stretches above his head and holds that. Fielding relatively shallow. Does well to reach and hold that ball. Light flies out. Sloan tags. Moves across 90 feet to third base while Gately's lying and retrieving his feet. Small holds his spot at one. One Light. First baseman Nathan Ward hitting here. Runners on the corners and one out. Riddle turns to pick towards first base, trying to make a target out of Small. Mrs. Smith up the right field line. On that, Sloan scores. Small moves easily to 2. Rids is just struggling to find a little bit of a groove out here at the moment. Riddle comes to the plate, goes down, low, called strike. Riddle skips on into the right-hander's box, catches Nemi's left shoulder and just shoots away. Small moves over to third. One out still. 1-1 count here for big Nathan Ward. Could he get his job done and knock another runner in? Ball up, 2 balls, 1 strike count so far here. Morning, gentlemen. Crowd a little thin at the moment here, Chapman Gardens. We have Warriors Juniors playing Sydney Cup locally at Plumpton, so hopefully play a little bit later on. A fly out to centre field to Williams. Grabs that one. Not a bad relay to get back in. Probably a little closer than it really deserved to be, but Riddle gets his job done. Forces Ward to pop out to centre field, and again, some quality baseball. Ward does his job and scores Small from third base. Vikings take a lead 2-0 here in the top of the first. Hopgood with the bat now, second baseman, 62. Hapgood goes up the middle. Beat the pitch of the next defender's the centre fielder. Hapgood with a single up the middle. Keep the innings going here to the 6th hole. Andrew Woods, the third baseman. First pitch here. Woods flies out to Reese Williams there in centre field. Damage is done though. Vikings up 2-0 in the first. Rids will come back out, flush that and start again, but Vikings Can't ask for a hell of a lot more. 2-0. Middle of the first.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow night. Yeah. Because I'm now thinking winter instead of Mary, so.
There's a genuine athlete there. Hey mate, I've had a bloke one day, stood in the second base, some out spots and don't hand. It's like, how'd you do it? He goes, I don't know.
Okay, bottom of the first. Time for the Warriors to hopefully erase a little bit of that damage. Leading off number 75. Second baseman, Hayden Guyett. Daniel Cruz on the mound. Comes to the plate. First pitch strike. Ball up, 1-1. Guy pulls the ball, it's fair down the third base line. Runs the chalk the whole way down. Nowak in the corner does a good job by rounding that up, leaving Guy at 1. Exactly the approach you want to have there by your leadoff hitter when you're down 2-0 after the middle of the first. Plate now, number 66, the catcher, Warriors debutant, Luke Nemi. Oh, that was clever. Guy napping at 1. Cruz immediately mops up his own mess and picks Guy off over there at 1 and punched out. So after a good start, Warriors 1 in the hole. Cruz goes up and into Nemi. On ball. Fastball catches the 1.5 there. 1-1. Cole, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Nemi. Cruz and King getting to work, loading the zone early. That's a ball up, 2-2. Breaking ball, it's up for a long time, called off by the left field, and Nowak to fly up. Warriors 2 out. Cruz doing his job to start this innings. Exactly what the Vikings wanted. The bat now, number 13, third baseman Mitch Rowe, making his first start here in third grade. Cruz comes in just underneath the hands for ball one. Cold, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball up. Rowe fouls the ball off. Pulls it in front of him. Foul to the right hand side. Rowe stays alive. 2-2 count. Cruz come to the plate. Breaking ball, Rowe pulls into left field and dumps it in the hole. Seemed to drop out of the sky pretty quickly there. Looked like it had enough on there to run down to Nowak again. Warriors keeping him busy early in left field. But Rowe goes 1 for 1 on the day. Re-entering the game after that injury in the first innings, Kurt Berry, number 6. Berry 2 for 5 so far this year here in 3rd grade. He's 400. Can we extend that average just a little bit here? Gets on top of one. Rolls it to the shortstop. Shortstop across the diamond. It's a Sloan to Ward. 6-3 out. Warriors with the 0 in the first innings, but swinging the bats. 2-0 after 1.
Deep in concentration with you.
I'm doing the play-by-play.
Oh, good on you.
While everyone else is here to help, I get to sit down and watch the game, and it was like, oh, how about I do play-by-play?
Why not?
It's good fun when I get to do it. I only did it twice last year.
Oh, yep.
It's nice and fun, get to sledge all our team. I did MacArthur last year, and they go like, oh, it's nicer than the Borco one, because Borco sledge everyone else, but praise their own blokes. He goes, you guys sledge your guys just as much as anyone else. Well, 100% I do.
Why not?
You know most of the guys, you can sledge them enough.
Hey, why wouldn't you?
On both teams.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, it is nice.
So why not?
We're back for the top of the second. Wesley Nowak in the box. Busy in left field in the bottom of the first innings. Fielding 3 baseballs out there, 3 hitters. Riddle looking to find his comfort zone. Ball up to start the second innings. Two balls, ball down. The Vikings and the Warriors looking for a little bit of consistency here. The Vikings 1-1. The Warriors with a win and a draw so far this year. Swing and a miss, strike one. Warriors looking to build on a little bit of recent success here in third grade. Went to the grand final and just fell short at the last hurdle last year with a victory the year before to take out their first championship. That's popped up by Nowak, short on the third base side row, coming in very, very comfortably, wrapping that up for the first out. Riddle doing his job, relying on his defence there behind him. Nowak down, 1 out. To bat now the catcher, number 30, Ben King. Again, I'm a little underprepared this morning, but from what my quick little bit of research come up with, King first started in third grade. Call on the inner half. Start this innings. How are you? Riddle takes some pace off that one. Breaks tight and late down the bottom half, gets him to swing. 2 strikes here on King. Riddle comes to the plate. Tries to get him chase again, down. Doesn't go that time, King. 1 ball, 2 strikes. King pulls his hands on one. To the dump into left field. Smith out there eats that ball up. But King singles to left. Start the innings for the Vikings. 1 out, runner on 1. Centre fielder Hayden McWilliams. You said at the bottom of the innings, Kurt Berry's back in the game over there to first base. Riddle checks in, comes to the plate, squared a bunt from the 9 hole, drops it into the left-hander's batter's box. Foul ball. Vikings looking to put the game here in motion. Coach Cook flashing the signs at third base. Wants to get things moving. McWilliams at the moment looking for his first hit of the year. Selfishly looking to lay down a bunt to move a runner into scoring position. Little Chags in at 1. King back easily. What games you got today?
So I did yesterday, today, like the midday play as well.
Yep. Lucky you. Riddle punches the outside there, 2 strikes.
Nash and I had a good chat yesterday. Just keep an eye.
Oh, you did 2 games yesterday. Fucking hell.
Like I said to Nash, I'll come down early enough, like if something happens in third.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're prepared to run around in second square. Or get Jason here early enough and he can do 2 games.
Riddle goes low, trying to get a chase out of him.
I
Doesn't
guess
bite.
it's the perks of being state director of umpiring. He did 2 yesterday, same last week.
Yep.
He just rocked up for first round. Like,
Yep.
I suppose
Yeah,
you've got that power.
I'm in
mate.
charge, I can do what I like. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. McWilliams. Riddle comes to the plate. Breaking ball. Whiff and a strike. It's 2 out with a runner on first base. We flip it back over to the top of the lineup. Back to 26, the shortstop, Scott Sloan. I said to Lee last week, she rings me when we're at Cronulla.
Yeah.
I was just asking how the kids were playing. She goes, I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. For the benefit of being president, put 2 kids in the same junior team. We've only got 2 games now during the day.
Well,
3 years ago, we had 4 junior games in the morning. We got 1. It's great.
well, Indy was going to be her last season.
Yep.
She's not enjoying it.
Yep.
Now she's hitting the ball.
Yeah, all of a sudden, oh, it's great.
And now she's like, I want to play in Summer's team.
Foul tip, strike one.
So depending on what Matt does, but he may have like a League Age 12 in junior league like we've had for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
We only have 2 teams to worry about.
Yeah, it does.
Connor will go again. Connor likes playing.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like the extra work.
Popped up and over the back. Strike 2 on Sloan. Yeah, Connor's a little bit like Jackson growing up. Riddle sets and comes to the plate. And the bat drops it in. Williams comes in, throws it at third. Gets the runner trying to advance, goes second or third for the third out. It's the end of the innings. Warriors check it back down with a 0 there in that innings, but the Vikings looking to be active on the base paths. After 1.5, we have Vikings 2, Warriors 0.
Changed Sydney Cup so that the 12s didn't have to play at 2 o'clock because we're only hosting 2. Clements is doing everything, so he sent out on Friday the appointment, so I replied back to everyone in the group going, hey, just be aware, Greater Western games are 9 o'clock and 11:45. That's this week and the next 2. Sean messaged me at 9 o'clock, goes, mate, it's 9 o'clock, there's no umpires. I'm like, message Clements, he goes, I didn't see that. And he goes, me ringing, oh mate, sorry, I didn't read your
Yeah, Sean McNally yesterday, he goes, I think they think he's got this and they think it could be pericarditis, all this sort of stuff. It's like, fuck man, it's pretty nasty for a young fella. Yeah. And yesterday I get a message back. Cold strike 1, number 3, Smith in the box. Smith making a return to grade this year, a couple of years out. Baseball just gets in your blood. Justin Smith had a few years out and thought he played the last of his baseball. He now has a son here playing out of Chapman Gardens, playing coach pitch, and turned up to the games a couple of times and just got the itch back. Here he goes. Ground ball to third base, knocked down by third baseman, cleaned up by shortstop Smith. Waiting for the scorer's decision, but I'd imagine that's an error there by the third baseman. But yes, Justin Smith turned up and after about a month decided he was going to be the coach to pitch in that team, and spotted him out at the local RBI, at the new RBI, out at Rouse Hill, buying himself cleats and grey pants, and here he is, a Warrior. Already swinging the bat well this year, Justin Smith, with an infield 90 feet. So we move on to the Evergreen Pat Dawes, 45 in the DH hole today. Ball inside. Cruz checking on Smith on 1. Getting back and dirty. Some very professional ABs out of the 45 here in the box. Knows his job. Very difficult man to get a fastball by. Paddy sits. Cruz comes to set. Gets rewarded on the upper half of the zone there. 1-1 count. Dawes puts it along the ground to third base, does his job, moves Smith over. His hand, very professional. If he doesn't get the pitch, he can drive a long way. Just his minimum job. Gives his team another 90 feet, puts the guy in scoring position. There's Gately coming up the right fielder.
This is one of those, you grab it the last thing, I walk out the door and fill it up. Sarah just dropped it off for me.
Right fielder Gately coming to the box now. He goes to the centre right gap. He's tracking. It's over his left shoulder. It's actually over his head. Gately bounces one off the fence. Smith rounding third. He's being waved in by Coach Forbes. Ball coming to the plate. Oh, what a nice throw. Really nice work there. Sloan at shortstop. Eats that ball up. It is a play. You're probably going to send that runner. But it needed to be a strike from about 120 foot away. Sloan does his job. That's 2 out. Gately with a really nice double there. Not a hell of a lot different to do by either squad there. As you said, Dawes moved his guy into scoring position. Gately out of the 7-hole does enough to, you'd normally think, get an RBI out of it, but he's had a really nice play through home. 2 out now for the Warriors. Reese Williams, the centre fielder here, heading out of the out hole. Takes called strike 1. Pop to the right hand side. First base finding the fence and the bullpen. The ball stays in and managed to get down though. Reese Williams survives to see another pitch. Reese, a graduation player. The Warriors last year set up a development squad that plays local Sydney Metro first grade. The boys are 1-1 for the year so far this year, but Reese was in that squad last year and had a taste of grade baseball last year, and here he is with a starting spot after a great year last year. Really led his team. Waves on that one for a strikeout. Liking to stop the bleeding after a couple of hits. But up another 0. Warriors looking dangerous though. 2-0 after 2.
The idea is that every program should have something different. So I've sort of settled on them. About 45 minutes. Not here. I don't know. So it's like, go watch it. It's your family. I'm like, yep. You married it. Just come back. It's 2 months away.
Can you hear me now, Eden? Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking at all? I'm on mute. Top of the 3rd. We're coming back into it. Riddle taking the mound back. Can you hear it now? I'm still talking. No. 85 taking the batter's box. No. You can hear me? Oh, I'm on mute still. The bat, Zach Small. Riddle with a first pitch strike. A foul down the right hand side. Riddle's up by 2. Riddle again, the right, we're getting the ball down the right hand line, but slicing foul. Foul ball straight back. Riddle stays ahead by 2. Small leaves that last one up for a ball. Riddle comes back to the plate and gets him to whiff. Nemi mishandles that breaking ball, and the hitter small in the process coming out of the box kicks the ball away. Out on interference on that one. It's a strikeout there for Riddle. Starting to get into a groove. Riddle gets better the longer he goes into a game. Back to the DH role. Flew out to right field last time, moving a runner from second to third. Josh Light. Light goes up the middle to Guyot, backhand the ball for a 4-2-3. 2 out. It's like the Riddle we know and love. Riddle perhaps acknowledging a few mistakes this year. He has agreed to be a coach of the under-18 squad, and a little bit of a tough outing again yesterday. Boys looking to find a little bit more enjoyment in their baseball, but a little bit of a hangover from the night before. And Riddle now starting to get into his work with a really nice call of strike 1. The first baseman here, 32, Nathan Ward. Again, Riddle painting that knee-high ball. Strike 2. Ward goes to the centre right field gap. Same spot that Gately hit in the last innings. He 2 hops it into the right field fence. Williams runs it down. And he stands up at 2 for a very nice double. Ward, after a sacrifice fly to centre field in the last innings, goes up the middle again, standing up for double before he sacrificed fly in the first innings. Ward was 2 for 2 on the season, so moves on to 3 for 3. He solid bat there for the Vikings in the 4 hole. Still hitting 1,000 this third game of the season. Hapgood in the box to see Riddle. Riddle just misses down.
I'll run around him first.
Who out here? Hapgood up the middle to Williams, tracking it. and makes it an out. Side away, the score remains 2-0. To the 9 hole here for the Warriors, the evergreen 22 Nathan Manuel. Showing bunt, ball up.
First hour yesterday. In the last 40 minutes, the wind finally
Picked up and it got to the right.
Manuel looking to follow a groove with a bat. Got his hit so far for the year, but spluttering a little bit trying to find the middle of that barrel. But once he does, there's not many better set of hands and eyes in third grade. The number 22, this is, without doing a lot of research, it's probably his 34th season here in third grade, but you've seen a bloke get his job done, know how to play his baseball. Going to go up on the 22. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Manuel to lead off the bottom of the third. Cruz back out to do his job again. And good job so far, keeping this really red hot, where his lineup closed at 0. Comes inside, Manuel with a 3-1 lead-off count. Looking to flip the job over for the rest of his lineup. Manuel chokes the bat just slightly. It's a ball in half, he tries to pull. Good one to get a green light on 3-1 as a lead-off hitter. Again, a professional AB here from Manuel. He knows his job to get done. And up the middle, second baseman ranging across, Manuel to get across the bag. The throw drags him off the line, but first baseman Nathan Ward doesn't panic, goes down the line, gloves it, puts a tag on the bloke. Manuel goes to a full count and can't seem to send it through the middle. 1 out. Guide attacking from the first pitch, pulls the ball foul past Coach Forbes. 1 strike. Ball up, 1-1.
Guys, we're through 5.
Guide pulled the ball hard for a single in the first innings, running it along the foul line, beating third baseman. Does it again, dumps a ball into the 7-8 hole. Centre fielder gets around it, but overplays the ball. Guy with a 1 out double. As the scorers, depending on how kind they're feeling today. 1 out single and advancing on the error by the centre fielder. The guy moves himself into scoring position for 66 Nemi. 1 out here for the Warriors, looking to open their account, get some damage on the scoreboard. Nemi with a shallow fly to left field in the first innings. Takes an inside pitch called strike one. Guy with a little bit of room there at shortstop. Ball up. Nemi in the box with a really good knowledge of his own strike zone. Obviously helps being the catcher, and there's clear communication with the umpire, knowing where umpire Washburn likes his games to play. Ball on the inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Cruz comes back into Nemi. Ground ball at the middle of the shortstop and wears it off the chest. Hard hit ball. Only an infield single for how hard that found the bat. Nemi moves his guys over. We've got runners first and third here with 1 out up to number 13, Rowe. Quick around the grounds in 3rd grade from yesterday. Borkham Hills got the job done 5-1 over Manly Eagles, and Ryde took care of MacArthur 11-5. Just 2 games on today. Game with Cronulla Blacktown is close early, 2-1 score over there at the moment, and 2-0 here to Canterbury, but the Warriors threatening here in the bottom of the 3rd. Runner in scoring position. Rowe with a bat in his hand now. It's called strike 1. Rowe goes to centre field for a lovely sack fly out. Hang on, we missed that. It's catcher's interference. We have a catcher's interference. Rowe gets his 90 feet, but Guyot's going to have to go back to 3rd. Move the runners over. Bases are now loaded, 1 out. 75 Guyot returning to 3rd base, so we have a loaded bases here for the first baseman, number 6, Kurt Berry. Good job done there by Rowe, even before the sack fly called. Be productive and score a run to open their account. I have a couple of little Warriors walking in front of me, enjoying a day out in the sun and watching their dads and making sure they're feeding back what Dad's doing wrong. Junior Warriors in action over at Plumpton today. Try and get a score update as the day goes on. Actually, a couple of those kids move their way back over here a little bit later on today. I'm out watching really good baseball here at Chapman for the day. We're just checking it back in here. We got loaded bases with 1 out after that catch interference. Cruz comes to Berry. Runs his fingers across the back of the ball, called strike 1. Berry takes a ball in under the hands, 1-on-1.
third base, and that's
Kurt Berry with his line drive up the middle there, clearing the shortstop, clears the bases. Guyot and Nimi score. Rowe moves to third. Berry to second base on the throw. Game now tied at 2. 1 out. Justin Smith to come to the plate. The Warriors still threatening to put up a big number here. Coach Cook just coming out to check on pitcher Cruz. And really well up until this point, keeping the Warriors quiet, but threatening to open it up a little bit here.
he went behind, so he stepped.
Smith on the attack. Cruz tries to sneak a fastball past him, but doesn't quite get there. Fouls it straight back into the fence. Move to second base, Berry. Not asleep out there. Gets back sliding. Smith with a swing. 2 strikes. Ball up. 1 ball, 2 strike here is on Smith. 1 out. Not going to put up a crooked number himself here. Foul tip held on to there. King's glove. Earns a strikeout there with 2 out now. Cruz puts up another K. Damage isn't done yet though. Still got 2 in scoring position with the professional number 45, Pat Dawes, swinging a bat. Appreciating the messages that are coming through from people on the live stream. I've just had a message from somebody who's making quite a good notice about the number 45 matching the physical stature for Pat Dawes, but many other bats you'd like to come up in this situation with 2 outs. Dawsey knows his job, uses full 90 degrees of a baseball diamond out there. Cruz comes in, misses down. King does well to keep it close and keep Rowe at third base. Foul, straight back. To the plate, Dawes waves. Unlucky on that one. He won't be happy, but he gets some more ABs in the day. Cruz does well to shut it down there. There's a lot of damage potentially sitting out there on the bases, but the Warriors tie it up 2-2 after 3.
Yeah, he's gone to get it, and the run, and they had two cross pucks. Yeah, they had to. He's going their way to get the ball. Collision, and I've just gone, that's nothing. I'm going, actually, that's obstruction, but they're going to call nothing because
Hey,
there's nothing.
oh, I love doing it. I didn't get a chance to do it much last year. Yeah, then odd year, I was like, this is lovely. I'll do it. Good on very organised over that.
And then the next half, here we go. Tries to make it. He can't stop his play. He took it out. I know he did. I'm like, it was set up properly. The ball's going offline. He wants to get the ball. He stopped. When he started moving, he never stopped. He's right behind. That's why I said if he stopped and changed direction and went to hit him up, he's still going to get the ball. Because he was eyes on the ball the whole time. And yeah, he bolts out of the dugout, yelling across, blacks out, and goes, "God, I've got it." One of the things bolts ripped off. One of the things I do.
Ball one. Top of the fourth innings here. 2-2 score so far. It's one in. Dump to centre field. Williams coming in. Very safe out there. You know a man looks safe and secure more on a sunny Sunday morning out here in Kingswood when he wears his sunglasses on top of his hat. That's some confidence. One out there. Leading off, Riddle now in a groove. Really starting to fill up the zone. Intimidating presence on the middle of mound there, the fire ball up. Here he comes again. Ball just tickling the inside there. Umpire Washburn not interested in that one. Nowak fouls that one straight back. One ball, one strike. If you're sitting in the area or somewhere around the Penrith area, come on out and watch a little bit of baseball. It is good fun down here during the day. It does get nice and noisy. Gets one past him there for his second strike. It does get noisy down here. The kids are running around. We've got a second diamond over here with a lot of space, and baseball's going to be pretty hot today. Lots of drinks. Come out here, sit in the shade and enjoy the day out. I'm not sure if it's just a substitution out there, but it looks like that's number 19, Corey Bigwood, has just come onto first base after the single. It's number 30 here, catcher Ben King.
You're hydrating, good boy.
King pops one up with the runner in motion. It goes to third base row, reading it well. Bigwood retreating. Pop out there by King with runner in motion. Coach Cook putting on the hit and run, trying to get the game moving along.
Yesterday I moved my chair about 50 times. It just the shape
the
just
last
kept
30 minutes.
disappearing.
We get back to the 9 hole. Hayden McWilliams, the centre fielder here. Struck out his first time up. Threatened a bunt early in that. Try and get the runners moving. Bigwood back on a pick-off check in there by Riddle. Bigwood moving. Neamy on the hunt. Oh, he's called him safe. I'm guessing it's a whiff tag because the ball got there ahead of the runner. He's come up a little bit blind from the commentary spot here with the hitter bailing out of the box, but Neamy got rid of that ball lovely and quick. Bigwood does his job, moves himself into scoring position now with 1 out. Vikings looking to get the lead back here. McWilliams with the runner in scoring possession and 1 out. Riddle goes up. Ball. 2 balls on the 21. Riddle to set. Comes, leaves it up. 3 balls. McWilliams looking to flip the lineup over with some damage on the bags already with 1 out. Hoping to get back up to Sloan at the top of the innings. Riddle with a get in the overstrike there. Opens the zone back up for himself. With a 3-1 count. Umpire Washburn unable to see the outside half of the plate, so he's just dusting it back off just to make sure. Riddle with a wheel move. Manual coming around. Bigwood getting back. Riddle surprises him up in the zone there with a fastball. It gets past him. The reason why they call it 35 the fireballer. Bulldog on the mound there gets all the way back here from a 3-0 count. Williams is looking to the protect there. And punches him out on 3 straight. Riddle from 3-0 down to get 3 past McWilliams there. Warriors limit the damage there, leaving a runner at second base. Score remains 2-0. We start the bottom of the fourth here. We go to right fielder number 63, Scott Gately, doubled in his first time up. And I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Tried an Easter's pitch and fooled the hell out of everybody. Crew's trying something very different. Gately doing the smart thing, pulled his bat down behind his head just in case. Gately 2 hits on the year now, both of them for extra bases. He started the season off his first AB with a triple. And he was swinging for another one just there, or maybe +1. Gately known to take the mentality in the batter's box of bounce a ball off the fence, and that swing was a swing to add 1 on the scoreboard. Called strike 2 on the outside half. And just a little bit of an adjustment after that first EFIS attempt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Any fans up and away, probably ball on that one, but Gately looking to go on the attack as a lead off there. Cruz does his job, first out, the end of this innings. Here we go, with a strike out there of Gately. We go to the 8 hole, Reece Williams. He's he 1 at bat so far today with a fly at the centre field. Doing his job up the middle defensively as well. First pitch, ball down. Jammed on the inside. I think the ball came off the grip of the bat and fouled to the right hand side there by the 65 Williams. Cruz filling up the inner half of the plate here. Doing a really good job with the Warriors quiet. Pace another strike over. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, low and away. Doesn't get Williams to bite on that one. And another chase out of the zone. Cruz getting the Warriors to bite on that up and out fastball, really setting them up well, and King calling a good game. Second grade teams are starting to roll in here. Another good battle here in second grade between the Vikings and the Warriors. And get to the 9 hole here. Manuel let us off in the last time round, pulls the ball down to right field, beats the first baseman. Single 2, right field 4. Manuel to lead off the innings, the 22. Gets his job done, his second hit for the season. We now have a runner on 1 with the 1 hole coming back up. 75, Hayden Guyett. Guyett 2 for 2 today, single 2 left field and double 2 centre field, and his 2 approaches so far. Warriors team is known to hit 1 through 9. Can put up some big scores quickly in games, and Guyett pulls again. In between hop there. Hit straight at third baseman Woods. As soon as he sunk back into his heels, the ball ate him up. Woods is checking the field, but that initial hesitation is going to make it a difficult play no matter where that ball goes. Guy at 3-4-3 today. Catcher number 66, Nemi, stepping in here with a runner in scoring position, 2 out. Fastball, Nemi finds third base. He comes forward on that one, makes it a little easier. Again, first baseman Waller with not a lot of panic over there. He's a nice big target. He comes off the base and gloves the ball easily. Comes down and tags Nemi. Nemi's alright there. A little bit of a limp coming off the bag. The catcher for the Warriors. Gingerly getting back. the end of 4 though. It's still 2 to the Vikings, and the Warriors matching that number 2 in the third. To the top of the 5th here, 3rd grade, 2-2 score. Just checking back in at the other games, the other game that's going on at the moment. Middle of the 5th, Cronulla still lead 2-1 over the Workers. Really interesting season so far in 3rd grade. Really difficult to get a bit of a read. Last week's scores were gigantic. There was a 18-11 game, a 17-0, 14-2 and a 15-0. This week's been a little bit tighter. Score 2-2 here, 2-1 at Blacktown, and a 5-1 victory yesterday at Manly to Borkham Hills. And Ryan scored a few more with 11 runs and an 11-5 win over the Orioles. But 3rd grade a little bit difficult to get a little bit of a read on here with any runaways. There's none so far. The Vikings here are 1-1 on the season, and the Warriors have a win and a draw so far. Scott Sloan, lead-off hitter, goes up the middle to Williams with a single. Starts the innings, gives them a runner on. A couple of baby Warriors still wandering around, enjoying a day at the baseball. Enjoying the sunshine. Another little Warrior walking in front of me now. Sunglasses on, Warriors shirts in tow, wearing their dad's number on their back. Starting to warm up, starting to get a bit noisier out here, and obviously it does as the day goes on. 3rd grade boys will finish and hang around here for 2nd grade, and so on and so forth. Right fielder Small in the box now, and Sloan at 1. Riddle checking in. It's back well. Ball down, runner in motion. Nemi beats him again, throws him out without a slide. I only think that that run in the last innings, the slide must have been a good slide to get around the tag of Guide out there, but Nemi on the hunt, picking up his catcher. Sloan picked off, going to 2nd base. 2 balls here on Small. And goes up, ball 3. Small with a strikeout and single to the hole in the 1st innings that Manuel laid out for. appears to be his third grade debut for the season. And gets his walk. Riddle starting to climb in numbers now. 66 pitches through his 4 innings so far. We get to the Canterbury DH Josh Light. Flew out to right field in the first innings and a 4-3 ground out his second AB. First with 1 out. Riddle's going to hope to keep the ball down here. Ground ball to the 4 hole today would be ideal in this situation. Hour 15 into the game so far, 2 hour 15 game, so we're beyond halfway here. It's starting to really ramp up nicely. It's a nice tight game of baseball here. Not a lot of mistakes. Good pitching on either side, and bats for both teams look dangerous. Riddle paws one over for a cold strike. Light steps back out. Gets his sign from Coach Cook. Riddle sets and comes to first base. Bit of concerns over there about Small. Keeping him nice and close. Riddle's ability to hold the runners is keeping Nemi in the game here behind the dish. Small just getting redressed over at first base after sliding, and they have lost a button over there. Good opportunity for umpire Washburn to do a little bit of housekeeping. Riddle comes to the set, comes to the plate, leaves the ball up. 1 ball, 1 strike on Light. Light was a warrior in 21-22. The under-18s here, mainly getting his job in as a left-handed thrower with DHing responsibilities at times. Spent the off-season over in the US getting some more game time in. He's a Viking this year, bouncing a little bit between 2s and 3s on the mound. I believe this is his first time this season swinging a bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One thing you can be sure of with Riddle, their pitch counts don't seem to bother him. They're behind in the count on a hitter and get all the way back. We saw that in the last innings, down 3-0 and striking out the last hitter on 3 straight fastballs past him. Nemi squares that one up, keeps the ball ahead, keeps the runner at 1. And we are back to a full count. 1 in here for the Vikings, looking to put a number and get back ahead of the Warriors. There it is, a swing and a miss. As I said, Riddle is dangerous on any count. Gets one past the DH there, number 49, for the second out of the innings. That may be it there for Riddle. Coach Forbes out to have a chat. The pen has been busy and we are going to the pen. After 70-something pitches, that's it for Riddle for the day. Good line, he gives up just the 2 runs in the first innings. Shuts it down from there. Poor Riddle coming out of the game. We go to the bullpen. We go to number 19, another debut warrior for the year, left-handed thrower, Chris Cook. Riddle's line there, 4.2 innings. Gave up 7 hits today. 2 runs, both of those earned. He did strike out 4. Walked 2 through 73 pitches today, and 42 of those to strike. It's the value in Riddle. Fills up the strike zone a lot. Does his job as a starting pitcher, eats a lot of innings, doesn't give up a lot of damage. The other game across the other side of town today has been tied up now. Cronulla 2, Workers 2. Left-hander Chris Crook on the mound here. First pitch strike from the left side. Touch more velo than Riddle. And coming out of the pan is quite a nice thing for Coach Forbes to rely on. Good chance for a shout out as well while we're in the middle of this innings and Crook's getting to work. Not a hell of a lot can be done down here with the Warriors without some really good local support. We've got Eden Jones here on the IT work. So Eden, former under-18s assistant coach, doing slightly less stressful work here, sitting on the IT work and setting us up with this setup with the cameras. Thank you very much to Eden. Eden Jones IT, one of our sponsors here from Day Dot. Really good local baseball supporter. We also have York Jaws, local jewellery store here in Westfield, Penrith. Again, another baseball family. The boys from the Eli family here will be in action a little bit later on today. They've got boys at All Ties Australia coming on board last year and helping the Warriors out and helping we can provide the best stuff for some local baseballers. Quick shout out to our other sponsors with MYX Management, Production Automotive, R&W Real Estate at Erskine Park, Elite Sportswear, RBI Baseball, and Big Swing Golf here in Penrith. We've also had Extel Building Products, who have been on board now for a few seasons. Really good to see local support. The whole reason the Warriors are here is to keep our local baseballers close. Give these kids, these little baby Warriors that are wandering around here today, something to look at and something to strive for. So thank you very much to our sponsors. We also have Kingswood Sports Club behind Centrefield here. If you're interested in coming down and having some lunch and sit down with family after hours, or somewhere to sit down and watch the races and some sports, Kingswood Sports Club out here. Part of the East Group is supporting us here at Chapman Gardens with both the Warriors and the Killip Baseball Club. Thank you for those that are dialed in and watching and paying attention to the games. It's really nice to see, and it's the whole reason we have these live streams up. Later on today, we'll have 2 boys in action, the first imports for the Warriors. We have Evan Antonellis here from the US and Yuto Adaki from Japan. Boys are providing some really positive things for the first grade team here for the Warriors. It'd be nice to provide them with a service so they can watch the games at home. I mean, Yuto's got a bit of a fan club at home, and he's very quickly developing a fan club here in Western Sydney. Another shout out to a young man who should have been on the field yesterday, but unfortunately rushed off in the ambulance pre-game, Noah McNally. He dialed into the game sitting there at the hospital at the moment, and a shout out to those that are looking after Noah inside the hospital. Mate, hope you get better really quickly. I need you to take the field next week and lead that under-18s team in the second half of the season. After Cook set him down at the bottom of the last, after Riddle went 4.2. Here for the bottom of the 5th here in the Warriors, led off by number 13, third baseman Mitchell Rowe. Cold strike and a ball down, 1-1 for Rowe. Cold strike 2 on the outside half. Breaking ball that Rowe rolls over to the shortstop. He's going to get down the line. Shortstop coming forward. Gets the job done. Excuse me, I've missed a change here too. We've had a 1 to 6, 6 to 1 change. So we've got Cruz now at short. So here's the man coming forward to get that out to clean up for number 26, Scott Sloan on the mound. Called strike 1 on Berry. Ball away for the number 6. Foul, straight back by Berry. Berry rolls 1 to the shortstop Cruz. Again comes forward. Picks it. Let's go on the ball. Ends up on the ground but throws a strike across the first base to Ward, who eats it up for the second out. That's 2 out here for the Warriors. And get to left fielder number 3, Justin Smith. Middle of this game just getting to be a little bit of a grind. Opportunity here for either team to really take a stranglehold and own the game. Third grade baseball generally is a game that is won and lost on bats. Very experienced baseballers here, not a lot of throwaway runs. You've really got to go and earn it. Smith gets jammed just slightly. They're going to find Cruz again. He goes across the diamond for 3. 6 to 3 outs. And here's the innings for the Warriors. That's the end of 5. We have a 2-2 game.
I was just walking out going, oh, I forgot one before.
Apologies for the delay there, people. The sun is just moving around. Had to move the commentary booth. Cook starts off with a couple of called strikes and a fly out down the middle to Reece Williams. Now hitting number 76, Harrison Gidford. Gidry into the game for Woods. Called strike. Fouled straight back. A couple of changes now for the Canterbury team, with Cruz moving in defensively. They lose a DH, Light is out of the game. Cruz will now swing for him. There's Richards, who flew out. Richards in the game for Hatgood. Fouled off to the right hand side. Crook trying to get a fastball by him up in the zone. Counts full here to Gidney. Crook comes to the plate. Heads the ball up. Walk 7-6. We have a run on first now with one out. First AB for the day here for Bigwood. Bigwood came into the game in the last innings as a pinch runner, remained in the game. Placement for Nowak. Called strike one. Crook with a front foot move from a lefty. Had Gidley picked off at first. Berry's put the ball down. Well, slightly low throw, but probably deserved him out there. Crook with a really nice move, getting the runner to go the wrong way. Looking for a ground ball here to be able to turn it over. Crook sets, checks him in, comes to the plate. Very nice breaking ball. Bigwood over swings on that one. Crook throws a fastball by him. It's a nice pitch to go to after that breaking ball. 2 out here. Runner in motion. King founds that one back down to the feet of Beamy. Crook beats him up and out, and Amy holds on to the foul tip. It's the end of the innings for the Vikings. Vikings 2, Warriors 2. Middle of the sixth.
That's Janine as well. Come over here and go, excuse me. Excuse me, can I ask you? Otherwise, he gets the centre field home runs and they're on the pitch.
Sloan back on the mound to start again. Missed out on giving a rundown of Cruz's work. Cruz finished 4 innings complete through 65 pitches, and again proved the worth with 44 strikes from those 65. Gave up 7 hits, so just the 1 earned run, and gave up another one that was unearned as well. The score for this game is 2 runs apiece, 7 hits apiece. A couple of errors on the field so far too for the Warriors, 3-4 Canterbury. 2 balls, 1 strike here, 2 doors. Starting to get very late in this game here. Someone needs to take a hold of it. They want to win it. Warriors left it just short in round 1 when they did have a draw. Here they are trying to prove they hit all the way down their lineup again. 45. Takes the ball up and out and gets a walk. Last thing you want to do is put a man with legs like Pat Dawes on the bases. He'll take an extra 90 feet off you very, very quickly. Number 63, right fielder Scott Gately up, doubled in his first debut. Yeah, overswung just a little bit in his second one for a strikeout. We'll lock it back down here with a job to do. None out. Got a role to play here. Experienced baseballer. Just behind, just a touch there. 2 strikes on Gately. Steps back into the box here with a run on first base. Oh, going to go up there. Sloan fishing just a little bit and trying to get Gately go up and out of the zone. He chased slightly high last time, but not that high. Breaking ball up and in, left alone by Gately, 2-2 count. Sun's really starting to come out. Really nice to see the crowd starting to fill in a little bit for both sides. Canterbury under the trees. Warriors under the shade of the canteen block here. It's a see some extra help down here from some of the McKillop Junior parents. Gately fouls one straight back and staying alive here for a 2-2 count. Groundsman Gately up on the rails here with his feet elevated. Waiting to go to work. It's his time to shine between games. Pretty busy in the off season. Groundsman Gator, he's officially retired from paid work. He's down here a hell of a lot now. He's rebuilt the mound here at Chapman in the off season. It's holding up really nicely. A lot of clay gone in. Gately gets a breaking ball, keeps his hands inside it, dumps it to centre field, just a touch too far. The centre fielder runs that one down. And Gazelle, like Dawes, looking to steal his 90 foot if he can. And go as far as you're safe, and probably 88 feet off from first base and gets back quite easily. Unlucky there for Gately. 2-2 count, flies out. At the 8 hole now, Reece Williams, the centre fielder. Sloan starts him with that long looping curveball. Pick it out of the hand. A few miles an hour difference, but it just seems to continue just to slide into that strike zone. Forces you to get yourself out on it. Misses on the outside there. 1-1. Gets one by Williams there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catcher very concerned about the 45 over there at first base. Concern is if you are lazy, Dawes won't just take 90 off you. He'll take a full 180 and go corner to corner. Can't teach intelligence on the base path. And out. Williams takes the ball. 2-2 count here again for Williams. Sloan really nibbling all over the plate. And hard for the Warriors to get locked in on something. Dawes with a big lead at 1. There's that breaking ball. Williams stays on it and goes straight up the middle with a really nice piece of hitting with a 2-2 count. It's a hard pitch to make an adjustment on. It just seems to take a long time to get there and keep sliding, but Williams stayed on top of it. Didn't try and overhit the ball, just moved him. Dawes goes 90 feet. Runners first and second to the 9 hole hitter here, Nathan Manuel. Singled to right field the last one. He went straight past the first baseman, kept it between the first baseman and the foul line. Looking to dump a ball in now and try and get Dawes from second base home. Manuel pulled the ball to right field last innings. The Vikings are giving him a hell of a lot of space behind this shortstop. Centre fielder shifted a good 30-40 feet to the right field side, but Manuel lives in that opposite field stuff, although looking to overpull just slightly on the first pitch. Sloan will be smart not to try and stay away here to Manuel. Manuel comes straight back there for a foul ball. They're in scoring position here with 1 out for the Warriors. Manuel 2 strikes down.
No, it's not.
Does not agree with that. Low and outside. Scoring punches him out. Manuel does not agree with the call. From here it's really quite tough to see, but nibbling and can't help but feel that's potentially a miss from behind the dish, but 2 out here. The Warriors still need to get something done. Hayden Guy pulls one. It's foul, but the left fielder runs into foul territory. Tries to slide, but runs out of room. Guy at 3 for 3 so far today. .30 left in the game here. 2 out, a runner in scoring position. Go to the hot stick here, the number 75. Everything has been to the left-hand side with a couple of singles to left field and a double up the middle to centre field. Dawes goes 2 bases. You've got Wheels at first base and Williams. Guy goes the other way to second baseman. He backs up and manages to stay under the ball. It's a 4 to 3 ground out. Runners left on base again for the Warriors. After 6, the score remains 2-2. Making his first plate appearance for the game here, another former Warrior, number 43, Shane Riley. Played under 18s for the Warriors in the inaugural season. And he is looking to break some hearts from the left-hand side of the box here for the Vikings. Quick update from the other game, it's opened up a little bit over at Blacktown. Cronulla had the early lead 2-1 and Blacktown have opened their bats and scored in the last 2 innings. They now lead the way 8-2. A couple of singles, a couple of walks and an error in the last innings. They put up a big 5 in the bottom of the innings and scoring again in this one. Crook beats him on the outside after fishing outside on the first pitch. 1-1 count here to Riley. Crook sets and comes to the plate. Fouls straight back into the umpire Washburn with the protective gear over his left shoulder. Washburn known to take a bruise or 30 during a day out. Known pretty well Sydney wide, Don Washburn. Called 2 games yesterday, 2 in the heat. Genuine baseball servant out there. Game needs blokes like Don Washburn and needs more of them. Crook sets and comes to the plate. Makes Riley chase up. That's a strikeout. to the top of the lineup, lead off hitter and pitcher now. Scott Sloan singled in his last AB up the middle to centre fielder Williams. Cook leaves the first one up, ball one. Ball two. Low and way. Called for a strike there. That's a little more egregious than the manual one in the last innings. And you take and you get. Ball three up. Crook not able to take advantage of that last call. It's 3-1 now. Trying to come all the way back. Called strike two. Runs the count full here. So now on the mound is looking to help himself out a little bit. Trying to give himself something to work off here in the bottom of the next. Starting to get quite late in this game. About 20 minutes to roll. Depending on how things go, this may be the top of the last. And he fans him. Sloan unable to help himself out with a digit. That's two out now. Crook striking out the first two he's seen in this innings. And Small coming up. 1 for 2 so far today with a single in his first approach, a strikeout. Also walked in his last approach. Two out here. Vikings are starting to run out of opportunities to put a number up. They got a bat in the box, there's still a chance. Ball up there for Cruz, just starting to miss up a little bit. No movement in the Warrior bullpen, so it's his job to close this out. Up and away. Left-hander just shoveling up and out still. And a miss there by Small. 2 balls, 1. Opens the door just slightly for Crook. Just misses up. 3-1. Small looking just to give the Vikings a heartbeat and a chance to take this game away. Any win away from home is valuable. Season's a long season, but early wins to bank. Oh, and he fans. 3-2. Early wins of the season certainly make the back half a hell of a lot easier. Cook trying to come all the way back again. Counts forward, 2 outs here. Warriors want an opportunity to go and put a number on the board in the next. And fans him for strike 3. Strikes out 3 in the innings, Crook. It's his job done. It's 2-2. Middle of the 7th. Minutes to go here. No innings will restart with less than 10 left. Warriors need to get a number up while also going deep and can potentially shut this down right now. Sloan coming back out onto the mound. Some changes here for the Vikings. Middle of the 7th here, Luke Neamy leading off, 66. Warriors catcher working hard back there. A little bit of a limp after the last innings, had the infield ground ball out and big first baseman dragged down the line to take him out, but he seems to have recovered. So an interesting moment now. The Warriors bat for 10 minutes, this is game, but it's 2-2, so it's simply about going deep, it's about being productive as well. And he's seen 2 balls early. Catches and solid awareness of his strike zone here for Washburn. Sloan sets, comes to the plate. The called strike, he opens up the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sees a call up and out. Things have certainly started to open up in the last innings and a half. And not even really, it's the last really half an innings. And from Manuel's that bat in the last innings to a couple in the last one. But the breaking ball on the inside, it just doesn't quite bite. It's that long loopy thing by Sloan that just seems to slide a long time. That one just did not seem to, where it spun sideways. But full count here for the leadoff hitter, 66. Going to put a winning runner on the bags. There it is. Neamy pulls it, but probably gives it a little bit too much. It's floating into left field. Beaten up out there. Fly out for the first out. Guardia out there defensively. Substitution takes the first out after going deep in the AB. But he's down for 1. Sloan, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Number 13, the ever dangerous number 13, Mitchell Rowe. Cole, strike 1 there, Rowe. Sloan throws a fastball past him and Rowe leaves the bat in the shoulder. Change of speed there for a ball up. 5 minutes away from not having enough time here to start another innings, so you have to think if Warriors score in this one, this is it. This will be an opportunity to walk it off. Oh, fouls one straight back. King holds onto it. 1-2 strikes. A hard lineup here for the Warriors. If you want an opportunity, gone through. Started this innings at the 2 hole. Row in the 3 slot. And called. 3rd strike on the outside half. It's 2 strikeouts. Look at Berry hitting now. 4 hole. Over there, first base. Picked up an injury early. He has doubled today, centre field. Steps in here. For the Warriors, they've got a couple of minutes, unless very successful here. This is a quick AB. We may roll over into an 8th innings. The 10-minute rule to start a new innings here, but 2-2. And there's Sloan. There it is. There's that slider. Cold strike 1. Still got bats in hands here for the Warriors. Can walk it off. Pretty much decided in this AB. Berry gets on. We may be seeing the bottom of the last right now. Fouled it straight back. Base hit by Berry. This will be the opportunity for the game, and he will be the winning runner. Sloan managing to sit down here. They may get themselves another opportunity to get back in the game. There's that ball. Berry pops it up. It's an infield pop up to the second baseman, who gobbles it up. 4 and out. That's the end of 7. We're at 2-2. Just checking on the umpires here. We have enough time. We are going to see an 8th innings. Vikings 2, Warriors 2. go into the 8th innings. It's moved on pretty well to get to the 8th innings in just over 2 hours now. It's the last opportunity. Here it comes. Shortstop and starting pitcher hitting now for himself, who's in for the DH hole in the 3, Daniel Cruz. Called strike 1. Wind just starting to pick up here. You'll probably start to hear that through the microphones. Blowing in a little bit actually from the shortstop to home plate. Breaking ball there. Ball 1. Could be a little bit of the mid-morning sea breeze coming off the Nepean River. He's over our left field fence. Cruz puts it in play to second baseman Guy. It comes forward. Nice and steady 4-3 out. It's 1 for the Warriors. And the Nepean River sits behind the buildings there in left field. It's a little bit away. Doesn't do a hell of a lot to cool things down here at Chapman Gardens, but it's I think there's a bit of a welcome relief when things starts to warm up here. Number 32 for the Vikings, Nathan Ward. A bit of man actually what in this situation. He's 3 for 3 on the year. He's swinging a really nice bat. First baseman takes strike 1. It's an opportunity to give his team a W. Our second win of the year. Crook sets, comes to the plate, leaves that one up. Crook holds that one back just a little bit. Ward swings over it for the second strike of the innings.
It'll be burnout.
And he gets into fan on an outside fastball. That's 2 away for the Warriors. Trying to keep things quiet on the bases here and get a chance to go and win the game in the bottom. Jacob Richardson, number 64, in the box. Looks like we have a result in the the Cronulla Blacktown game, with Blacktown walking away with that one 8-2. Scored pretty much all their runs late in that game. Shut that one down. Warriors hoping to do the same thing here. 2 balls up here. Balls over strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cork looking to close things out, give his hitters an opportunity. Cole, strike 2, squares it up at 2s. Canberra looking to keep things alive. Warriors looking to get to the bottom half with a no-lose situation. Don't want to tie the game up, but also can go there to swing and win it off their own bats. Count's full here. Richard steps back in. Crook on the mound, comes to a set. Left-hander kicks and comes to the plate. Strikes him out on the inside. Don Washburn punching him out. The zone has definitely grown as the game's gone on. The last innings and a half in particular, but Crook nibbles and punts the black there. Warriors in the bottom of the 8th here with a chance to walk it off. No lose situation here for the Warriors, but nobody wants to walk away from the draw. Step into it, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2. We're in the middle of the 8th. That's the end of the day there for Crook. He has certainly done his job behind Riddle. Crook throws 3 1/3 innings, 49 pitches out of those 3 1/3 for 33 strikes. He has not given up a run. He walked 1, but he also struck out 8. 8 of his 10 outs from the strikeout. Start bottom of the 8th here, number 3, Justin Smith. Chance to get himself on and be the winning run. There's that looper. Cold strike on the inside. 3 outs to play with. Vikings wanting to get away with at least a point here. Justin Smith. So that first pitch fouls, the next one straight back into the crowd. 2 strikes. Sloan just simply filling up the strike zone. Making the Warriors hitters do it all on their own. 2 strikes here to Smith. Sloan sets, kicks, pitches. Ball is just away. Enough late in these games where Washburn has been opening them up. Smith took it really confidently. Salva's got a few other hitters late in this game. Sloan comes to him again. Smith back to the mound. Sloan feels his position. What you expect him to do as a starting shortstop. That's 1 out. Warriors 2 outs left. Hold the result in their own hands. 45 doors up. Ground out. Strike out, but also a walk in his last one. Nice deep ABs. Again, some senior baseballers coming here late in the game. Dawes rolls over the first one. Checking back in with himself. Strike. Sloan only the 1 ball so far in this innings. Dawes goes up the middle. He dumps that in. It's going to drop. There he is. That's 45, and that's exactly what you wanted at Pat Dawes on that situation in that moment. Coach Forbes is going to pinch run for Dawes to get his job done. Dawes unhappy. Thinks he's got the wheels to score and win the game himself, but gets his job done. That's 45. DH. At the moment you want him to with 1 out. Dumps the ball into centre field. We have number 71, Ryan Padovan, on to run. Ryan Padovan. Gately up to the plate now. Oh, broken bat. Back at the pitcher. Really lucky to have that. Sawed him off. Gately moved him over though. He's in a scoring position, Padovan. Hell of a job there by Sloan to stay locked in. That barrel actually came really quite close to him. Knocked the ball down, still got the out. Gately moves him into a scoring position. Williams, centre fielder, up to hit. We've got Wheels in the box. Wheels at 2 with 2 out. Anything in the outfield here, you would imagine Coach Forbes puts the green light on young Padovan. Pado is a first-year Warrior this year with the under-18s, playing defensively at a shortstop and really doing a stellar job. Here's Williams, development player last year, chance to get a W for his team. That's a ball. Oh, sorry, that's a called strike. Oh, and away. That's that strike zone that's opened up. Warriors need to turn off the strike zone and simply hit on a pitch. Williams steps in here, 1 called strike on him with a runner at 2. It's the game-winning runner out there. 2 outs. This is probably the ending this game deserved. It's been tight. It's been very close. Williams fouls that one straight back. Padovan smart too. Won't run into an out. And he's looking to find some grass. Dumps something into a hole here. Warriors walk this off. Sloan sets. Comes to the plate. Williams puts it in play. It's over the first baseman. It's over the first baseman. It's into right field. Padovan turns and scores. The Warriors win on a walk-off. There's your development man from last year who graduates to grade baseball. It's the walk-off hit, and that's the game. Warriors 3 runs to 2 over the Vikings. A hell of a job and a great day start to a wonderful day of baseball.